bedtime over here. And this segment is called Bedtime Story with Mrs. Cat. I have my snuggle buddy from Jesus above here. This is Lucille. You know Mrs. Cat has 7 kingdom kids? I do. So, as we get ready to start our story, oh, hold on. You see my friends? What time is it? It's time to choose our snuggle buddy. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Lucille chose her snuggle buddy. Look. That's her snuggle buddy. And I'm going to choose one of Lucille's snuggle buddies, Miss Jellybeans. Here's Miss Jellybeans. So this is my snuggle buddy. Miss Lucille has her snuggle buddy. Do you have your snuggle buddy? All right. Well, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to go get your snuggle buddy. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm snug in my bed and I'm ready to read our story tonight. So let's get started. The Berenstain Bears Visit the Dentist by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Taking good care of your teeth is something all bears do. That's why Sis and Brother brush and go to the dentist too. One morning, Sister Bear woke up in the same old bed, in the same old pajamas, and yawned the same old yawn. But something was different.
I have a loose tooth,
she told Brother Bear.
Well, push it back and forth with your tongue, and maybe it'll come out,
yawned Brother, as he turned over to go back to sleep.
Then what?
Asked Sister. Brother had told her about the tooth fairy, and she wanted to hear it again.
Then put it under your pillow, and the tooth fairy will take it away and leave a new coin in its place. But,
Brother added,
be sure to tell Mama about it first.
Later at breakfast, when Mama was reminding Brother that he had a dentist's appointment after school, she noticed that Sister was eating funny.
She has a loose tooth,
Brother explained.
When it comes out,
said Sister, wiggling it with her tongue.
I am going to put it under my pillow for the tooth fairy. If she doesn't wiggle it out, she can come to the dentist with us and he can yank it out.
Brother grinned. Never mind that kind of talk, said Mama. Dr. Berenstain doesn't yank. He's very gentle and very careful.
I will get it out myself for Molly,
Sister shouted as Brother hopped onto the big yellow school bus. But Sister was still wiggling her loose tooth with her tongue when she and Mama met Brother after school and went to the dentist.
Fuck,
she said, showing Dr. Berenstain her loose tooth.
Well,
said the dentist,
I'll have a look at it after
I examine Brother's teeth. You can stand on the stool and watch if that's all right with Brother.
Sure,
said Brother as he climbed into the special Cub's seat in the big dentist's chair.
She can watch me and see how it's done.
Brother had been to the dentist before, and he couldn't help showing off just a little. Sister watched as Dr. Berenstain checked each one of Brother's teeth with a special little tool.
How do you see the backs?
She asked.
With this little mirror.
Said the dentist.
Here, have a look.
Wow!
Said Sister, looking into Brother Bear's mouth.
It looks like a cave with a tongue.
While Dr. Berenstain checked Brother Bear's teeth, Sister looked at the other tools on his work tray. There were little picks, a scraper, a tamper, and a yanker. She had become so interested that she had forgotten all about her loose tooth. She went to work wiggling again. She wiggled hard, but it was still stuck. There were some other interesting dentist things. A water squirter for rinsing, an air squirter for drying, and a little drill on the end of a big hinged arm for cleaning out a cavity. And Brother had a cavity.
It's just a tiny one.
Said Dr. Berenstain.
In the last of your baby molar. But it's best fill it to keep it from getting bigger.
Said Brother bravely. I'm glad it's not me, thought Sister, still wiggling. After Dr. Berenstain cleaned out the cavity, he rinsed it with the water squirter and dried it with the air squirter. Then he mixed up some filling cement and filled it. He gently tapped the filling down and scraped it smooth. A final rinse, and Brother jumped down as good as new.
Your turn,
he said. Bravely, Sister climbed up into the Cub seat, still wiggling, but that loose tooth just didn't seem to want to come out. Said the dentist, looking at the tooth.
Oh,
Said Sister, waiting for him to reach for those big yankers. But while she waited, Dr. Berenstain gripped the tooth with a piece of gauze, gave a tug, and out it came! Sister looked at the tooth. It was very tiny. Dr. Berenstain gave it to her to keep. Now it was her turn to hop down as good as new.
don't I get a lollipop? Or something for being good?
She asked Brother.
You get a balloon.
He said.
Lollipops aren't good for your teeth.
The next morning, Sister plunged her hand under her pillow and found a shiny new dime where the tooth had been.
Fairy came.
She told Brother.
I told you she would.
He yawned. Then she ran into the next room to show Mama her shiny new dime.
Good night, Kingdom Pets.
Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in manner of living, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. 1 Timothy 4 and 12. Well, friends, that was a wonderful story. Mrs. Cat is tired, but before we go to sleep, did you enjoy the story? That's good. Can you tell Mommy and Daddy who the main characters were in this story? Very good. Did they solve the problem in this story? Good. If they did, what was the solution? What did they agree upon to fix or solve the problem? Very good. Well, I couldn't go without letting you know that my very own snuggle buddy is in bed. You want to see? Okay. Well, Miss Cat's going to her bed. I'm nice and warm. And I will see you next time at Bedtime Stories with Miss Cat. Okay? Good night. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Good night.